Dinosaurs are a group of reptiles belonging to the clade Dinosauria, which first appeared in the Triassic period around 243 to 233.23 million years ago, although their exact origins and the timeline of their evolutionary process are still subjects of ongoing research. Following the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event, 201.3 million years ago, dinosaurs became the most dominant group of vertebrates throughout the Jurassic period. The ancestors of dinosaurs walked on 2 legs. However, many dinosaur groups moved on 4 legs, and some could switch between the 2 forms. Horn structures and crests are common across all dinosaur groups, and some even developed skeletal modifications like armor or spikes. While modern dinosaurs, birds, are generally small to facilitate flight, though some bird species are flightless, many dinosaur species had very large bodies. The largest dinosaur in the sauropod group could reach up to 39.7 meters, 130 feet in length, and 18 meters, 59 feet in height. However, the notion that most dinosaurs were gigantic is a misconception, as larger fossils tend to be preserved longer. Many dinosaur species were quite small. For example, Sixianicus was only about 50 centimeters, 20 inches long. When dinosaurs first appeared, they were not the dominant group of vertebrates. The continents at that time were dominated by various archosaurian species and other groups like Atosauria, Cynodontia, Ornithosuchidae, Rauisuchia, and Rhynchosauria. Most of these groups went extinct during the Triassic in one of 2 extinction waves. The first wave, around the boundary between the Carnian and Nourian stages, about 215 million years ago, affected the ancestral branch of Archosauromorpha, including the now extinct Proterosaurs. This was followed by the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event, around 200 million years ago, during which most early archosaurs, such as Atosauria, Ornithosuchidae, Phytosauria, and Rauisuchia, went extinct. This loss left a terrestrial fauna consisting of Crocodilomorpha, the group that includes modern crocodiles, dinosaurs, mammals, pterosauria, and turtles. The new lineage of dinosaurs, initially diversified through the Carnian and Nourian stages of the Triassic, by occupying the ecological niches of the extinct groups. The extinction of dinosaurs. The asteroid impact. The asteroid impact theory, which gained widespread attention in 1980 thanks to Walter Alvarez, along with his father Luis Walter Alvarez and colleagues, suggests that an asteroid struck Earth about 66 million years ago. Alvarez discovered sediment layers found worldwide that contained iridium levels many times higher than normal, serving as evidence for the impact. The asteroid, or meteorite, is believed to have been 5 to 15 kilometers, 3 to 9 miles wide, and struck the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, creating the 180-kilometer, 110-mile Chicxulub crater and triggering the extinction event. Scientists are uncertain whether dinosaurs were thriving or declining before the impact. Volcanic eruptions at the Deccan Traps. Before 2000, arguments suggesting that the basalt flows at the Deccan Traps caused the extinction were often linked to the view that the dinosaur extinction occurred gradually, as the basalt flows were believed to have begun around 68 million years ago and lasted over 2 million years. Recent evidence indicates that these traps erupted for more than 800,000 years across the KT boundary, potentially playing a role in the extinction and the slow biological recovery that followed. The Deccan Traps could have caused extinction through several mechanisms, such as the release of dust and sulfuric aerosols into the atmosphere, which would block sunlight and reduce photosynthesis in plants. Additionally, volcanic activity from the Deccan Traps may have produced large amounts of carbon dioxide, leading to a greenhouse effect as dust and aerosols filled the atmosphere. In the years when the Deccan Trap hypothesis was still linked to a gradual extinction, Luis Walter Alvarez, 1911 to 1988, argued that paleontologists were misled by a lack of data. While his assertion was initially not widely supported, subsequent field studies of fossil layers leaned toward his claims. Eventually, most paleontologists began to accept the idea that the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous was primarily or partially due to an asteroid impact on Earth. However, even Walter Alvarez acknowledged that significant changes on Earth, such as falling sea levels and intense volcanic activity that created the Deccan Traps in India, occurred just before the impact and may have contributed to the extinction. Dinosaurs that survived the extinction. Fossils of non-avian dinosaurs have occasionally been found across the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary. In 2001, paleontologists Zielinski and Budin reported the discovery of a hadrosaurid limb bone fossil in the San Juan Basin, New Mexico, describing it as evidence of dinosaurs in the Paleocene epoch. The fossil is believed to date back to the early Cenozoic, around 64.5 million years ago. If it has not been altered by weathering, it is considered evidence that some dinosaur populations survived into the Cenozoic. Other evidence